Hello, visuals. Welcome to the Visual Guys Entertainment News Podcast, where me and Chris are fresh from our viewing of Madam Web at the Skinemas, which we're going to get. We might as well get nice and spoiler heavy into all of that, and then we'll do the roundup of the news and whatnot. So if you haven't seen Madam Web, then just go, I don't know, however long far forward until I've shut the fuck and Chris has said his one or two words, because he doesn't ramble as much as me.
No.
But we had a nice breakfast. Chris got, what did you get?
Full English.
Full English, and I had a quarter English because it come with everything, but I don't like mushrooms and shit.
Well, neither did I.
I just had bacon, sausage, beans, and egg. Ah! I just fingered my fag, quite literally. We had a lovely breakfast, milk shacks, sat down for Madam Web, spoiler-free review. We'll let Chris go with it first. Thoughts, opinions, whatever's.
I enjoyed my Full English with haggis.
He enjoyed his. Right, you review your
Scrambled
Full
egg
English.
as well.
Do you usually go scrambled egg?
Yeah, I prefer scrambled to fried.
I don't think I've ever remembered just getting scrambled egg. I must have never paid attention to your eggs. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, I prefer scrambled. Scrambled is a bit more healthier as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it not just the same?
Nah.
What makes it healthier? You have to tell me, because you know diet shit. I clearly don't.
I don't really know the ins and outs. I just know it's more healthier than you.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't got anything to be like, well, it could be the calcium deficiency or some shit. I'm fucking not.
I don't know.
I ain't got a clue with diet shit.
But I kind of like balance that off with haggis.
Haggis
not really.
So you're contradicting yourself on the same plate. You're like, healthy, not healthy. Let's have a diet like me, mate. Just chocolate followed by chocolate.
I think we should do a milkshake diet one day for a week.
No, because you mean like a real milkshake, do you? I'm thinking like
not
Fridging
just
or a Mars
your vanilla,
milkshake.
Yeah, not just your vanilla milkshake. A proper.
See, I would have agreed, but
We'll go for it with the green slurry.
is that what they're called? Like milk? They still call them milkshakes, even though it's like green weird vegetation.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a milkshake.
Do you still have milk in it?
No,
What the fuck
because
makes
it's
it
a
a
vegetarian
milkshake?
thing.
Because I only learned the difference between was it milkshake and like a chocolate shake. So if you have a milkshake, it's different to a chocolate shake
I don't know.
because of the way that it's made or some shit.
I don't know.
Fuck knows. Anyway, Madam Web, what did you think?
Well, what did you think? I'm going to ask you this question. What did you think?
Straight away, it's been barraded upon barraded of negativity and negativity and
Yeah,
negativity.
it was.
And do you know what? 75% of it I think was rightfully so. But there were some redeeming qualities for me. Like there were one or two little moments I thought, okay. Then there was a lot of like, absolute drozzle. The good points, like Dakota Johnson was fine with Madam Web. She did a good enough performance. The look of Ezekiel Sims was bang on with the no shoes and everything. They're perfect. I can literally imagine him on that walk. I know you haven't seen the comic. In the comic, up against the wall, talking to Peter. Beautiful, but I thought the portrayal of him was a bit. I didn't like.
At first, I thought it was miming.
He was miming.
I thought it was just miming. I just couldn't figure. He had his mouth moved weird to his voice.
Because he had I don't even know what the accent was supposed to be.
So it took me a while to figure out he's actually speaking.
So Chris didn't know the villain of the film was actually speaking. I didn't get that, to be fair. I didn't notice that.
But no, it was okay. I did not like it, but I wasn't really over fond with it.
It's a soft okay. For
yeah,
me.
it was a soft okay. Thought the ending was a bit cheesy and corny. Can you see the future? Yes, I can see the future for you girls.
Yeah, it was fun. I liked how they made her look more Madam Web-esque with covering up the eyes and the wheelchair shenanigans. That's how I know Madam Web, but obviously usually with a grey tied back hair. The rest
I
of
was
it.
just fucking thinking Professor X.
Turn around in the chair,
Shit.
Professor
What the
X.
fuck's going on here?
There is more than one wheelchair user in the world of Marvel, mate. Don't be disabled.
So I'm guessing she got paralysed and blind when that thing hit her.
Yeah, well, obviously you see her eyes were a funny colour.
I noticed the eyes are funny. I didn't realise she got paralysed though.
It was a bit weird that Ezekiel gets fucked over by the yes and the Pepsi logo. That's what finished him off, was the yes and the Pepsi. So every time you see the yes and Pepsi, you're going to go, that fucked up a Marvel villain, that did.
Yeah.
Well, and even in the comics, he's not really mega villainy-ish. I don't mind the story they made where he's trying to save his own future because these kids, which we'll get to in a second, allegedly going to kill him. I didn't hate that, like his reason for it. Because he gave him a reason to go out and kill him because his logic was there. But yeah, the fact that she ran him over twice was a bit annoying. He was stopped quite easily by cars. One was an ambulance flying through a building.
Yeah, he was easily stopped.
Yeah, he didn't do... I do like when they showed him in the factory at the end with the explosives and that, it looked quite cool when he was leaping and creeping about. I was like, okay, you know, imagine Spider-Man, but even kind of shit. Because he is very much like Spider, just minus the webs from the wrists and shit. I saw somebody make a comment on, I can't know what it was on, Instagram, whatever, saying, I see this as the boys' version if they had a Spider-Man, just with how the suit looked and all that. And I was like, I could proper buy that. Because his suit wasn't... Again, he looks more how he does in his suit shenanigans in the comics than he does this green and green and yellow sort of suit. But Dakota Johnson was absolutely bang on. It was Laurie actually tagged me in this. It was annoying. There was an interview that she had, which was quite funny because she was getting interviewed. Like, can you name the 3 Tom Holland films? And she couldn't do it. And I thought, to me, you're just showing there you've not completely dived into the overall grand world of everything. But either way, fine performance. Matty, Julia, and Anya. I like them as a trio. You know, we made us chuckle every now and then and whatnot. Sydney Sweeney and all the other girls, great actresses and shit. I was a little bit annoyed, but I guess the timing of it works. But I was a little bit annoyed we only vaguely got to see them as their respective Spider-Women and stuff.
I was going to bring that up at some point. It would have been nice to see them as what they were supposed to be.
Instead of like, here's a little look of them in the future.
But we don't get to see it because the next film's fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't know if there's... Because I was watching this thinking, I wouldn't mind if they had a TV sort of show where it was Madam Web and these 3 girls.
That probably would have been more better.
Yeah, because I liked their relationship together. I didn't mind it. I thought the dynamic was quite good, the way they impacted each other, how they bonded at the end. You basically she's saying, these are my girls, these are my spiders and that. I didn't mind that bit. I thought it's cool, but I kind of got like a...
But they weren't spiders, they just had...
No, eventually they will get spider powers.
Do they get spider powers?
They all get...
Do they just get...
No, they all get spider powers.
Do they get
Julia and Anya at one point are different versions of Spider-Woman.
Do they get bitten?
Yeah, they all have their own like interactions with spiders, and they actually it's not just girls in costumes kicking ass. They actually are connected to the spider shit.
So it would have been nice to see.
No,
it would have been nice to see any of that shit.
No, and they looked good. When they did show you briefly, I got like a Teen Titans vibe. Like, let's do a Spider Girl team up, Madam Web shenanigans in like a show or something. Like I said, I got behind Ezekiel. It was justified why he was doing it. I just thought the delivery of it was a bit, just constantly getting stopped by a car. I also didn't mind the how they showed like going into the pool and seeing all the web of life and stuff. I like that visual sort of thing.
Oh, that side of things was pretty cool.
Yeah, it looked quite fun, but it fucking pissed me off why they wouldn't just say Peter Parker. They had to play this stupid fuck. We know it's Peter Parker. You've literally said his mum and dad's name. You've literally said his uncle is Ben. We know it's Peter Parker. There's no point being like, oh, what's his name? Fuck off. We know, and it was quite disrespectful that when at the start of it, when Madam Web or Dakota Johnson's talking to Ben, she's like, what, you've never been shot at Queens before? And I'm thinking, that's where he dies, you dickhead, in the future. Obviously, she hadn't had powers yet. Whenever Uncle Ben dies, he's always shot in Queens. Mm-hmm. And it's like, why? In every Spider-Man story, the man gets fucked over. Yeah. In this, he didn't need to because he's not, it's in the future. Just let him have his moment. You don't have to be like, oh, been shot in Queens. Yeah, in every universe, he gets fucking shot there, you twat. You fucking leave Uncle Ben alone. Because I didn't mind Uncle Ben in this. It was nice to see a younger Uncle Ben.
Paramedic, yeah.
Yeah, but Chris explained to us as well why all the ambulances were FDNY. I was like, why are they all fire departments? But Chris explained that the ambulances and shit come from the fire station as well.
Just in case of obviously, if there's too much going on for the ambulance service, obviously the fire department are also trained up to do that. So
are they firefighters? Could they
are technically firefighters, but they're also trained up to be paramedics as well.
Right, okay, I'm with you. Right, but yeah, the pace of the film was okay, I guess. Some of the delivery of lines was stupid. The diner scene was a bit annoying. I was sick of hearing that Britney Spears song. I didn't mind it once. I thought, okay, funny, one little montage of it, but they kept fucking hearing it. Yeah.
The train scene just kept... I was doing my editing because you just had the same old fucking...
Yeah. Well, when they did that at times, I thought, okay, this kind of looks cool. The Ezekiel seems like a bit of a big threat. There was like a menace behind it. Because the first sort of... I'm guessing because we haven't got a time thing at the bottom like you do on Netflix. Like the first half an hour or so, maybe 45, I was like, I don't know why people are hating this so much. And then as it was going and more delivery lines and shit, I'm thinking, okay, I get why people are stemming on it, but I will say though, I definitely think it might be overhated, but I think it's justly softly hated.
Yeah.
Like people are saying it's the worst thing to ever come out.
I wouldn't
and
say
whatnot.
it's the worst thing, because it was alright.
Yeah,
It wasn't too bad. Like I say, there was some corny shit going on, and some of the stuff, it was like, what the fuck?
And I expected to be super on my fucking hill here, dying on my shield, like Spider. They're gonna be a minute. I'm gonna defend it. And even like coming like thinking now, I'm just like I can only defend it so much, even up to Spider-related film. Like I said, each respective actor and actresses and whatnot did the best they could with the material they were given.
They were alright.
It was just, and the fact that it had no end credit scene, it kind of felt like, why did you do this?
Mm-hmm.
Because Chris can correct us because he's the news guy. I don't know what the plans are. We know Craven's next in this Sony world, which I still think is like, why are we doing Craven?
It's too early to find out what the plans are next going forward after this, because I've still told him in a couple of days, but I'll have to look into it. But
and it's set in 2003, right?
It's
So
set
I
in
can only
2003.
imagine this would be Andrew Garfield's Sony world then.
it must be. Yeah,
Yeah.
because when did the first one come out?
Well, Tom Maguire's was the 2000s, wasn't it?
Mm.
So early 2000s. Andrew Garfield's was like 2012-ish, if I remember correctly. So I'm assuming this is Andrew Garfield's world.
I'm guessing so.
Or it might not be any. It might be its own separate one where it's a different spider that we've never seen before, because that's quite possible. Because we know different multiverse shit spider shenanigans.
Yes.
Yeah.
So obviously, this was, for people who's confused, this is the prequel to the Spider-Man
We just don't know
verse.
if any.
Just don't know which one,
Yeah.
or if we're going to start again.
Well, like I said, if we're not going to go anywhere with these girls and Madam Web and that, I don't know why we had the film.
Surely they have something planned, otherwise they wouldn't have done it,
Yeah.
right?
See, it was this. The Sonyverse is slowly going to shoot itself in the foot because they set up the Venom shit, and you can kind of get away with not having a Spider-Man with Venom because Venom brings so much with symbiote shenanigans.
Yeah.
But at some point or another, they need to connect these Morbiuses and these Madam Webs and these Venoms with a Spider-Man.
Well, they're supposed to be, aren't they? Obviously, we've got Venom, the third film, coming out at some point this year.
Craven's on the way.
So that's obviously that's involving Spider-Man.
And we all know that Venom knows a spider because at the end of Venom 2, the credits where he licks the TV screen and sees Tom Holland and he says, that guy.
Yeah. And obviously Morbius, obviously they reference Spider-Man when, what do we call him?
Yeah, we get the Vulture coming back at the
Vulture
end.
coming
like,
back.
I can't remember the dialogue. He says, no, it's like, do you want to kill a spider or some shit like that.
Yeah, so obviously that's involved. Don't know what's going to end up with happen at the end of Craven.
No idea.
Don't know if we're going to bring that into it or what, I don't know. But no, this I'd like to say yes, there will be a future something, but I don't know what for Madam Web.
Yeah, I like I said, I hope so. Dakota did a great job, and the other girls all did a fine job and whatnot. And I would like to see them going forward, but I don't know. I don't know if they need to spend more time or they need to look at. Like I said, if people like Dakota Johnson, the biggest part of the film, isn't fully aware of the universe, then how far are the other people behind this film, like the writers and the directors? How much are they into this universe?
Yeah.
You kind of need people that are somewhat invested to make the product a bit better. Like I said, it was a funny interview that she says because she's saying silly stuff, but I'm just like, you're the main lead of Madam Web. You should know of the other spider tanglements that are everywhere.
Yeah, if you're going to do a project, do your research.
Yeah.
Definitely do your research.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's deserved its hate as much as it should.
No.
But
it still gets a soft okay for me.
it does.
I'm giving it a 4.5, maybe a 5.
I'm going to give it a 5 because I think it was alright, to be fair.
Yeah.
But do you not think critics that have rated it, surprise, surprise, it's exactly the same as Marvel, where it's an all-female cast? And they're just like, nope, we don't want to be involved.
Hopefully not. I could see the argument there, but from everything I've seen, surely because, like I said, the girls involved did fine. For me, the issues people must be having are going to be storytelling or line delivery or stupidness, or because like the weakest thing for me in this was the male villain. So it can't just be like, oh, it's 3 girls, let's make it crap. 4 girls, let's make it crap. Like just review it, bomb it. I don't think that's the case. Surely not.
You never know what people
'Cause,
fucking criticise nowadays.
Look at
do
me and you. We watched the Marvels, full of women.
Yep.
We loved it.
We did.
We watched another film full of women. Thought it was okay.
Did we? Oh, this one.
Because we're basing it on the storytelling point of view and the film point of view, and line delivery and acting and stuff like that. So I'm assuming people are bombing it because of creative reasons.
I'm not. In my head, it would have been nice to see a bit of a longer film, but obviously it was 2 hours long.
I said that 2 hours ago, didn't I? Yeah, because obviously not including the trailer, it would have only been about 1 hour and 40.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a red flag to me.
So it would have been nice to see more of an aspect of the whole story. But in hindsight, I don't think it would have made the film any better.
Yeah, it might have just added more mess. It might have added more mess.
It might have made it more worse.
Yeah, it chucked in more weirdness.
I said there was good moments. There was.
It had its moments, yeah.
But yeah, I think we just needed more of an aspect of a story, and then just to say, "Oh look, you free, follow me, you're in danger."
Yeah.
And then just follow a random stranger for couple of days.
Yeah. Do you want the... yeah. And especially when they give them to Ben Parker. Like,
who the fuck's this guy?
Yeah, 3 young teenagers. We're just going to chuck you off to this old man. They're going to be like, no worries. Spot on. Okay. Do you know, the way they could have saved that film, it's very cheap. It's a very cheap way of doing it. And it's a way to just pull on the heartstrings of fans and give it a cheap pop. Is to just chuck in a Spider-Man at the end just to say hello. Because everyone would have been... Because the last thing you see, if you saw an Andrew Garfield, for example, you'd have been like, oh, cool. And then the last thing you see is like a happy moment. It might have made it, like I said, it's a cheap tactic and they would have done it on purpose. But I think a lot more people would have been like, the film was there, but we saw Andrew Garfield.
Right, so if it was Andrew Garfield, how old was he when he got bitten?
He's still in high school, so he's like 17, 18, I think he is.
Right, so he was born in 2013, so we would have had to jump 17 years into the future.
No, yeah, but we saw future elements,
20,
so it could have just been
20.
her. It could have just been her speaking to him in the future.
Yeah. Because
we saw her do that anyway with, envisioning the young... I know what your future holds, and she sees the girls.
Yeah, that was a cheesy line.
Yeah. Like, there was a lot of cheese in it. There was a lot of corn in it.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of... But yeah, Madam Web, for me, 4.5, bordering towards a 5.
I'm going to give it a 5. It was alright. It had its moments and its weirdness, and it's just... repetitive repeatness of high five. No,
yeah. Okay. No high five from me. So there we go. So Marvel, Sony shenanigans. We'll see what happens there.
They're not doing very well at the minute, are they?
Well, unless you take away the because I know even the Venom films aren't. I know they're liked, but they're not loved. And Morbius was hated. I know you loved it. Craven, I have no idea what to expect. I was in 2 minds of like, please don't make this a film. You can't make this Hunt of the... So we've got a lot of weirdness to clear up in the future.
Well, what you've said about Craven and the aspect of going down, it's not what it's supposed to be.
No, he's the guy that likes to hunt and kill, and it looks like we're going to get this, but not so much from it. Yeah, but not so, his brother and his dad are and he's like, it's a bit harsh. We should stop. I'm going to fight you with my hunt pack.
He lost his mum, so he's going to revenge her death.
Yeah.
By killing his father.
If you're going to give us fans Craven, we need the normal Craven. We need him to rock up with a lion lapel and trophies from other animals he's hunted.
Just does every animal in the Marvel world have some kind of fucking infection? Because everyone that seems to get bitten seems to turn into some kind of that animal.
It's more the Spider-Man stuff. If you think of the world of Spider-Man, how many animal villains? He's got Dr. Octo. He's got the Lizard. He's got obviously Craven, who's thingy. He's got where else? Rhino. I don't think I said Rhino. Rhino, Chameleon. He's got a lot of animal-based villains. Vulture.
Have they all been bitten by these animals?
No, they're just not. Well, Sony always they're going to do this weird. You've been interacting with this, but like in the comics, Craven's just a guy who's just super.
Who gets to get bitten by a lion?
Not in the.
Oh, right.
He does have weird stuff mixed in, but a lion doesn't come up and bite him.
It's just got muscles.
Sony looks like they're going to do it that route though, which Vulture initially was a guy who was recovering from cancer, He come back and he's like, he's got his own story there. Doc Ock was never once bitten, was he? The lizard, yes, he had DNA of a lizard in him. That's how he was regenerating and whatnot. Rhino is usually just a guy in a big powered up Roido suit. Chameleon's just sort of a guy in a suit. But yeah, to explain that in a film wise to the normal audience, they have to be like, they need to be bitten so it makes sense. Because the comic book reader will go, you dress up as Rhino and charge spider, I'm fine with that. But if you're doing it in a film world, they have to like, the DNA's been fused and shit.
But if you're smart, they all know that DNA is not going to do anything.
No, yeah, you would. But in this fictitious world where it's all, made up, mumble jumble and whatnot. They did in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the Rhino was just a guy in a mechanical suit. They never had him bitten, he was just a mechanical suit guy. But anyway, Madam Web, that's the spoiler heavy review. I mean, ticking off the list, I guess, especially when there's not a shitload of films coming out.
There isn't a lot like this. We were saying in the cinema when all the credit filter, when the trailers start.
Yeah, what do we get?
They were all repetitive. Again. We've seen them since Christmas.
Dune, yeah. Imagination, a horror film. I don't know why that was chucked in because I'm guessing a lot of kids are going to watch Madam Web.
Well, I don't know, but with our audience, they were all old people.
Yeah, they were. There was one
young kid. I think we were the youngest.
Yeah, it was like, this is not the audience I expected to see, but hey, fair enough. But we'll see how the future of Madam Web goes. We'll check out the numbers and
box
office. And Christina, a nuclear bomb of a sneeze. Jesus Christ.
The guy said so, but I don't know what he said.
What, the guy in front of you?
That's why I said thank you.
Oh, I thought you said it to me.
I know you did.
Oh, no, but that's why I thought you said.
And then he said something.
He probably thought, fuck me, it's the Nazis or some shit, and they're attacking again. No, right, Madam Web, you're going to score. Should we just jump straight into the brilliant news of Marvel?
Get on then.
Because we went from the to Jesus is back.
Jesus is back.
Jesus is here to save us. We got our first trailer for Deadpool.
We need something
and Wolverine.
That save it.
Yes, the trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine dropped a week ago today.
Yes.
Yeah, it was on because I stayed up for the Super Bowl.
Oh, no, I watched it in the morning.
Well, I didn't watch what it was on. I was streaming it because I knew I waited for the trailers and because there was quite a few good trailers in that. And we got it, and oh my god, I can't wait! I'm so excited, Chris. I started Madam Web. You started off with this Deadpool trailer.
Oh, dude, it starts off with his birthday with his 1 year candle. It must be recovering, or something.
By the looks of it,
knock on the door and then gets taken by the TVA.
Yeah.
We don't see Owen yet, so we don't know if he's going to be in it.
Yeah, they were just in the IMDb. It could be a false flag.
And then the boys in red, white, and blue pop up. Well, Steve Rogers.
Yeah, the Avengers and everybody.
Yeah, and then all hell breaks loose. We see. Is the Marvel? Is it the Warner Brothers? Is it
Fox?
Fox.
Yeah.
See, Fox
I
burns
love that
out.
reload. That reload sequence.
That was cool. That was
cool as fuck.
And then we get to see the shadow of Wolverine at the end.
And a slight bit of his back of his head because he's going to help him up, but it looks like he's going to help him because there is a classic image in comics where Wolverine picks up Deadpool by his the middle of him and he holds it with his claws in. So I don't know if we're going to get that sort of lift or what, but it looks like he's going to lift him up by stabbing him, which I can't fucking wait for. But it was full. The best thing, it was full of so many great Easter eggs. I think my favourite line from it though is, you soiled yourself whilst you were unconscious. Like, I was unconscious. Or the one where he's used to pegging, but it's new for Disney. And he has his little fourth wall break and looks at the camera. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. The fact that he calls himself Marvel Jesus. But before Wolverine comes into shot, we see Deadpool laying down, and what's the best thing, or the best Easter egg, which I know all the nerds have picked up on, is we get an issue 5 of the Secret Wars comic book cover, which is heavy Doctor Doom. He's on the cover. There's a big Doctor Doom story. We know Secret Wars is allegedly on the way. Amazing. We potentially see him in the scene from Age of Ultron, in the snow where they're all charging because he's in a snowy area. We might even go to what the fuck's it called now? The place in Loki where you get pruned. Oh, what the fuck's it called again? That anyway, look, we might go there. Pyro from the X-Men films is in the trailer, which is great. We know some old characters and whatnot coming back. This film's going to be absolutely insane and amazing. I can't fucking wait whatsoever.
It's going to be good.
I know it's
going to be good.
Brilliant,
we'll get Hugh Jackman, obviously as Wolverine. We'll get Lara as X-23. She's back, dressed up similar costume as him, with his white and yellow and black costume.
Yeah.
So that should be interesting. Do we not get a Mr. Beast in this?
I didn't see Mr. Beast is in Mr. Beast. Do you mean from the YouTube or do you mean The Beast?
The Beast.
I was going to fucking say, what the fuck's Mr. Beast doing? I didn't see
The
Beast.
Beast.
The only other X-Men was, I don't know if it was Charles Xavier. We saw the bald head and a bit of a chair.
Yeah.
But there is a slight chance it could be, I can't remember her name now, Charles's evil twin sister, because she's very similar in every sort of aspect.
Right, okay.
She's never popped up before in any of the films or anything. Because it doesn't look like a man's head. You know, you can sort of see the shape. It looks like a female, but I could be wrong. James McAvoy was asked, is he going to be in it? He sort of like give a weird, sort of vague answer. He didn't say no. He said, I don't know if it will be maybe be a Patrick. I have no idea yet. But we do see a bald head in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, it looks like Deadpool's here to sort of fix things and change things around and move things and do this and do that. And I just can't. Hopefully they bring back one of these Avengers. I don't matter who it is. Like in the middle of the scene, say if it is the old Avengers, Age of Ultron scene, and they see Deadpool for whatever reason. And I don't know, if it's Black Widow, she's looking at him like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he's like, "Don't mind me. I'm just here to fix these films." And
well,
like,
RDJ's been meeting up with Marvel at the minute, and they've offered him $1 billion. Oh. So I don't know what that involves, but that'll be interesting if we get to see Iron Man back.
It would, because again, you could just say it's a variant. It doesn't have to be the MCU. It could be a variant. But yeah, I can't. I have seen a lot of sad memes. Everyone's like, "Oh, Marvel Jesus," and in the background, it's Tony looking sad saying, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, you were our Marvel Jesus." No, but no. Anyway, the trailer looks phenomenal. I can't wait. And then the second bit of Marvel news is the announcement. I think they did it on Valentine's Day of the Fantastic Four cast.
Yes.
Are you getting your vape? Chris just sort of stood up and walked out with no words and context. And it was a little bit creepy. He just sort of moved out and thinking, "Oh, are we done? Is this it?" He just got up and walked. It was, I couldn't get my vape. I was like,
yes, Madam, no, not Madam Web. Fantastic Four. So we got... Don't know who we got now.
Well, first of all, we'll mention it because he's on my T-shirt. Yeah. It's confirmed. We brought it up, or Chris brought it up not long ago, and there was rumours Pedro Pascal will be our Reed Richards.
Pedro Pascal is Reed Richards. Yes. Vanessa Kirby will be Sue Storm, aka Invisible Woman. Yep. Joseph Quinn. If you know, he's the guy from Stranger Things.
Which the next season might be getting cancelled. There's loads of controversy. I don't know if you got it in your news.
I haven't, but I've heard a lot of crack.
Right, so we carry on with that.
So yeah, Joseph Quinn will be playing Johnny Storm.
I'm not
Human Torch.
Sure about that, but we'll see.
And Ebon Moss.
Yes, if you're fans of the bear.
Batch.
Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt it. I've never been able to pronounce his name.
With Ben Grimm.
Yes.
The Thing.
I only really know him from The Bear. I don't think I've seen him in anything else. But he's fantastic in that. I can't wait for this Fantastic Four. Just give me Pedro. And that means he can stretch his penis. Not that he needs to. He's already a big daddy. In fact, Laura got me a Valentine's Day card with Pedro on it. And it was like... I'm the ultimate zaddy or some shit like that. It was very nice. But yeah, so Fantastic Four cast officially done, dusted. We know who we're getting. As to when we're getting it, we don't know yet, but we have our Fantastic Four.
Let me just quickly check, see if I haven't got anything. Well, I've lost it now.
Oh, do you potentially have
I don't
date?
Know. I don't know. No, I don't.
Okay. Right, so yeah, that's I think that's most, unless Chris has got extras, but that's my Marvel shit wrapped up. I guess the only thing I really want to bring up is also that brand new trailer for a certain big lizard, a big monkey boy.
Yeah, I don't say anything like that. I didn't really rewatch.
Oh, you didn't watch the newest trailer?
No.
Oh, mate, what are you doing?
As I said to you, I'll watch the trailer once and then that's it. I don't watch multiple trailers or shit.
Oh, no.
I'd rather wait till I get to the film.
I get your reasoning behind it. I don't agree with it, but I get your reasoning. It's you prefer the story being told with more surprises to you and stuff.
Yes.
But right, without spoiling it for Chris, we did get the newest trailer for Godzilla Kong. And oh my god, we got some of the most beautiful moments in this. We get one of the most badass fucking punches. We get a look at Shimu. We get a look at everything. I can't fucking wait. Godzilla and Kong. Because I know you've been hit and miss on this Monsterverse. You weren't huge on Godzilla vs. Kong and stuff. But I've fully enjoyed it from Godzilla all the way to Skull Islands to where we are now. I've loved it. And I just think this is going to be some of the best fun ever in the cinema.
I I don't know. Like I said last time when we first seen the trailer, it just kind of looks a bit like Planet of the Apes, but with a big baddie.
I would
And a
agree.
lizard.
I know where you're coming from, but the fact that it's Hollow Earth shenanigans and it's only just a few apes. We've still got the lizards, we've got bats, we've got lion things, we've got all this kind of shenanigans. It's not monkeys taking over, humans are our slaves.
No,
it's.
I am enjoying. I am enjoying.
Yeah,
them.
you just said I don't think you're enjoying it as much as me.
But I think I prefer the monolith side of things.
Monarch.
Yeah.
Monolith.
The monarch side of things, just getting an odd creature every now and then, exploring, seeing what else is out there.
I love Monarch just as much as you, mate. And like I said to you when the show done, if we got our human, in-depth look, scientific breakdown theories, fucking this is Hollow Earth shenanigans, yes. And then we get in the cinema, the big fuckers fighting, not a problem. I'll take the two. Absolutely no worries. We even get Mothra is 110% back. We see the reflections. Fucking Mothra's back. Honestly, though, I can't fucking wait. And there's a close-up battle. You can see Thingy King against Kong and Shimu in Godzilla fight, which is quite cool as well because Shimu's the original Godzilla. So I don't know how that's going to end. Are they going to be like, actually, we should be in love? We get to see the mini fight again between Zilla and Kong. And it's
29.
I think you said didn't you say Bank Holiday Weekend?
Yeah, that's February.
I think you said Bank Holiday Weekend.
Yeah, 29th, which is the Friday, so we're off that weekend. We're off that Friday, and we're off the Monday.
And it's WrestleMania weekend, so that means we'll have that. WrestleMania on Saturday night, WrestleMania on Sunday night, and whatever on Monday. Fucking absolutely buzzing, mate.
Beeswax.
But no, yes, so that's all of my shenanigans, I guess. Chris can actually hit us with the hard-hitting news now.
Hard-hitting news. Dan, I'm not even going to pronounce his surname. Trachtenberg.
Right. Strattenberg?
No. I don't know. Dan someone.
Right.
Obviously, I mentioned this last week with you off camera.
Oh, shit.
But he's bringing a new standalone Predator film out called Badlands.
You mentioned there was going to be a Predator. It's not technically a sequel or out.
No. It's going to be a standalone film. I love Predator films.
The Prey shocked me, mate.
Really enjoyed Prey. Enjoyed the last Predator film, even though a lot of people slated that.
I know. I think it. Well, I don't know if they slated it. I know that it's the ratings of that it's gone up, and there's a lot of people I know that watched it and really enjoyed it. Like I said, I wasn't looking forward to it because I was like, bows and arrows against technologically advanced aliens, but then it proved me wrong. So
yeah, that's coming. There's no issue. There's no information on when it's coming yet. But stay tuned to the Visual Guys podcast.
Yes. Quickly, just to go back to the Deadpool trailer, quickly, so we're going to mention, we also get a sneak peek at Patch, which will be a Wolverine variant, which is where he was used like a mob guy, teamed up with the Hulk. So there might even be a Hulk cameo, and allegedly it's Daniel Radcliffe playing that particular version. And as dumb as that is, I'm actually up for it because it'll be funny as fuck. There's Harry being a variant of Wolverine.
Do you think the thing? I can't speak.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll make this Wolverine gay?
Well, the sexual. No, he was still. No, he was. I'm fairly sure he was straight. I doubt it. Is Daniel Radcliffe gay? Like,
yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Did not know that.
I think. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he came out.
No idea, mate. No idea that Harry Potter's gay. Not that I couldn't give a shit, but I don't. Obviously, Patch. I don't think they're even going to talk about it because I think it's just going to be like a 5 seconds.
Fair enough.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Moving on. The long-awaited Lord of the Rings: The Power of the Ring Season 2 will be coming soon. It's just got 2024, so...
And as Chris found out, realised he's got one episode to watch.
I do. I have one episode still left to watch.
Oh, you haven't done it yet either?
No.
So he's got one more episode to go.
I've got one more episode to watch, which I will have to do at some point before this comes out. I still haven't done Season 2 of Halo yet, because I still haven't got around to watching Season 1 again.
Oh yeah, you wanted to go around again, didn't you?
Yeah, I did indeed. Jason Bourne is back again with his 6th film.
I mean, cool.
Yeah, Matt Damon's back.
I mean, don't get us wrong, they are big films and there's a lot of people that enjoy them, so hopefully the people that do enjoy them, enjoy them.
What's her face? The Slovenian lass who played Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. She's in
the
it.
newest ones?
Yeah, she's in it.
Alright, okay.
She's married to... What's his name?
Yep.
Him. You know what I mean?
No, not at the minute. I don't, mate. I need a bit more clues than him. We know he's male.
Yes. He's British. I think he's British. He's British.
That narrows it down to a country.
he's was he the butler in the Passenger?
Oh, Michael Sheen.
No, not him then.
He is British and Welsh.
Not him then. What the fuck's his name? I don't know what I'm googling.
Now,
I don't even know what I'm googling. Anyhow, yeah,
she has a famous
British husband. We're getting a new Texas Chainsaw movie.
The last one was a little bit of a disappointment, but I do like the Texas Chainsaw stuff, so...
Yeah, it's just... I wonder what family member's going to turn up this week.
Well, the newest one was like a sequel, wasn't it, to the OG one, where everyone went to the town.
Yeah.
And they were like streaming and shit, and they all thought it was fake, because these kids were building up a building, doing up a building or whatever.
Yeah.
It was a little bit like, alright, okay.
Yeah. Title is still to be expected, but I think it's going to be called Chainsaw Legacy.
Mate, just because you mentioned horror, the 2 new horrors we've got coming out this year. Have you seen the trailer for A Night with the Devil?
No.
Oh my god, it looks fucking fantastic. The overall premise is there's this 70s TV show. It's been around for years, so imagine it's a real TV show. It's been around for years, and then it's Halloween night. They're like, hey, silly goofy, we're going to bring on a medium and somebody can talk to ghosts and shit. But apparently the devil was there the whole time. And it loads of weird I'll have to show the trailer. It looks fucking phenomenal. And then there's obviously Longlegs coming out soon, which I can't fucking wait for that. But there's apparently coming straight to Shudder, which is a streaming site. I need to sign up for.
What?
Shudder. It's just all horrors.
Okay.
And apparently it's like a Scream-esque film, but it's all from the point of view of the killer. So you just see it through his eyes, and like the kills are going to be quite brutal and shit. I can't remember the name of this. I read of it. But it looks fun. But this Late Night with the Devil looks fucking phenomenal. Yeah, I can't wait for that shit.
Well, talking about old horrors, do you remember The Thing from back in the 70s or whatever it was, 80s?
I remember the game as well.
I vaguely remember the game, to be fair, yeah.
Yeah, it was very gross, the film.
Well, it looks like we're going to get a reboot of it. I don't know if Kirk Russell's going to be back in this one.
I mean, I'll take it back. Because... Wait, it was him that he finished the film off, didn't he? Whether you're debating whether that's the thing or not.
Yes.
So he could come back, and then we might have an answer whether the thing did still survive in him or not.
True. No information on what way at the moment.
Is it a sequel or a remake?
I think it's going to be a remake.
Oh, right. Well, okay. You don't have to worry about Kurt Russell shenanigans.
So I don't know. One you mentioned.
Hello.
About 2 or 3 weeks ago. The 13 Ghosts.
Ah, yes. So Netflix apparently taking it on.
Yes, they are. For those who never seen last week's or week before or whatever it was, the 13 Ghosts was based on a classic horror film that we both enjoyed. They were all basically, these ghosts were held up in this kind of glass house-esque thing, and they all got let loose. And
there were very 13 unique ghosts. There was a thing with a cage on its head. There was like a wife thing. There was 2 small girls or 1 small girl. There was a lot of unique ghosts.
Well, we're getting an adapted TV series. So we're going to be concentrating more on these ghosts, where they came from, how did they get there.
So each episode dedicated to each ghost.
Yes. Which is going to be good.
That sounds fun.
Picture of Vans. After 5 years of being away, Gavin and Stacey is returning to our British TVs.
How big was I on Gavin and Stacey?
I didn't mind
it. I didn't mind it. I know when they did that, was it a Christmas comeback like 3 or 4 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
I know I didn't sit down and be like, yes, it's back. But I was like, yeah, I'll watch it.
We'll watch it.
Okay, Gavin and Stacey.
Gavin and Stacey. And what else is coming back this year? Is there something that you got me into?
Yeah. Is this an official poster?
From the 3rd season of From will be out on the 23rd of June.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so we left off with I think his wife back outside.
Yes.
She made it to the top of the lighthouse and pushed off by the dead kid people.
Yes.
And everyone else is back. Where's she gone? So yeah.
And for those who was confused on what Dan's on about, this small family go into this little town, and as soon as you enter this town, you cannot leave, regardless of what road you come in and out of.
Mm-mm.
You cannot leave this town, and it's kind of like a weird supernatural phenomenon, kind of esque.
Yeah, you don't have no idea what's going on.
No.
Can't leave your house at dark because there's vampire creature things.
You've got to basically live off your own resources and help each other, but obviously trust goes a long way and when it comes to these situations.
But we know that it's weird because obviously there was some sort of communication when they had the tower thing and they built the radio, and then the tower, the normal tower with the old guy in the shackles and whatnot, and there was a lot of weird fucked up.
Yeah, there was a lot of weird shit going on.
Yeah, they literally left us with, we know that somebody's got out, but we still have no answers onto anything really.
No. We need to figure out where she's.
Yeah.
And then what the crack is from there.
Well, she's going to, obviously by the looks of it, try and find a way back in.
To kind of find a way to get back in, so she's going to help her family to get out. But it'd be good.
Yeah, I can't wait for From.
No. It looks like we're getting a live action Miles Morales.
Oh, nice. What, in a solo film or just in a part of another film? Or
it doesn't say, to be fair. It's just that Spider-Man Miles Morales live action movie confirmed by Amy Pascal, Spider-Verse producer.
Oh, sweet.
So I don't know what route where they're gonna go down with this. To be fair,
give me all the spiders any day of the week.
Spiders,
especially Miles. Oh, I did see Henry Cavill as well. Actually, he's apparently signed over MCU, confirmed by Kevin Feige and him himself, but they haven't specified what.
What?
So Henry Cavill is now part of Marvel. Superman is on our side.
Lovely.
Our side.
Meg 2.0 has been delayed, so we will not be getting it until at some point next year. They reckon May.
I can live with that. I liked Meg, don't get us wrong, but I can live with waiting for Meg.
You never know. Rowan Atkinson, aka Mr. Bean, aka Johnny English, is back for a fourth film.
A fourth Johnny English?
A fourth Johnny English.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like Johnny English. They're fun.
I didn't mind them.
Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson, he's very legendary and iconic. He's very much like a British, what the fuck's it called? Like British institution. He is part of our entertainment.
Yeah. If you think of old school shit, you think of Mr. Bean, you think of All Fools and Horses.
Any Fools and Horses?
Yeah. Just old British classic films.
Oh, I thought you meant that he was in.
No, just think of old British iconics.
Yeah. Blackadder, of course.
Blackadder, yeah. Season 3 of Chucky has been announced. It will be out on Peacock on the 10th of April. Oh, I still haven't seen any of the fucking seasons yet.
I haven't either, sir. I have not.
But it's supposed to be doing it very good.
Well, if it's got a third season, it must be doing something.
It must be doing something. There's a rumour that we're going to see an Uncharted 2. They're saying that the script's already written and whatnot. But they're not too sure. This is Sony, because it is part of Sony. I'm not too sure if they actually want to confirm to make the film yet.
Right.
Or if they want to make the film at all.
I enjoyed the first one.
It was alright, to be fair.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
It was alright.
Oh, okay. I don't know how well it did, to be fair, so maybe they're looking at the numbers. I don't know if it was a flop or not.
There's a new Spider film coming.
Yeah.
Not Spider-Man. This one's called Sting. It's kind of like a horror-esque film.
Plus with a little goofy element. It's got a bit of goof all around it.
It looks like that there's some kind of snow blizzard hit this little town, and there's a couple of them stuck in an apartment block. This little girl finds a little spider, calls it... What does she call it?
Does she know?
No, she calls it something else.
I can't remember. I thought she called it that.
No, she did call it a name. And obviously she whistled at it, so... Yeah, that one. So as the nights grew colder, the spider got bigger and bigger.
Is it because of the cold?
Well, I don't know. I'm just.
Oh, right. Sorry, right.
Yeah, the spider got bigger and
Yeah,
bigger.
there's a guy in the building that seems to know about spiders because she goes straight to him and she says, "Is there a reason why this spider's like, no, that's physical or what biologically impossible or whatever?"
Yes.
But it seems to just keep enlarging and enlarging.
Just getting bigger.
So I don't know how big it will get, but we do see it, somewhat quite
It's
wide.
fair size.
Yeah, but we see that it must be big enough to web up humans because the guy in the trailer all like semi-webbed up, screaming and
The
that.
parrot got it.
I know, man. It sounds as if the cat. Yeah, cats.
Yeah.
Was it a cat meowing in the vent?
Yeah.
Yeah, cats. Yeah, but it's quite cool because I love the idea that there's a spider going around, and every now and then you get the.
I took the baby, didn't he?
Don't give a shit about the baby. No offense. I'm a bit of a sociopath. The parrot and the cats will break us, but
spiders like to paralyze their victims so they can eat their victims while still fresh.
Remember in Lord of the Rings, everybody, She-Lo likes to give him a good sting. He's limp. Frodo's all fucking. He's not dead.
And that's it.
Oh, that's your news, news.
That's
Oh, well.
News.
I'll show you that trailer before we do the next podcast because it looks so good. I don't think we've got anything to round off with. No.
Nah.
Like I said, the Henry Cavill news, yeah, which I'm excited to see who he plays in Marvel. Don't know who yet. And to be fair, I think the MCU is absolutely fine where it's at with the likes of Deadpool and that on the way and shit. And I like that Hugh Jackman put in his Twitter, he changed the name to Wolverine and Arsehole.
Yes, I've seen that.
It's quite fucking funny. But no, that's it. To be fair, it's a good time. We've got one more pod.
Now, the reason why Donald Trump was on the news is because New York has banned him from doing business in the States for 3 years and being fined $350 million.
So you can't do business.
No. And that's why Donald Trump was on the news.
So he might be fucking next. But he's in the middle of running for president.
I know.
Oh. How would that work? If you say if he got elected and he wanted to do business for the country.
Do you know?
What the fuck?
I know.
You got Trump Towers in New York City, haven't you? So
Yeah.
does that mean technically, well, they could still do business, but he won't be able to see any of the profits around?
Maybe.
Well, they do you reckon have to shut it down?
Do you know?
Wow, okay.
Wow. For those who don't know yet, the Grand Tour, season 5, episode 3 is up. It's called Sand Job.
Hey!
Yep.
Was that supposed to be a play on words?
I think so.
Ah.
Yeah. They've got to do the Dakar Rally in some sports cars. It is entertaining. I do recommend watching it. And season 3 of Clarkson's Farm will be out in May. So, yes, season 4 has been confirmed as happening. And I think we've got one more episode of the Grand Tour coming out in November. And I think that's the Grand Tour done.
For now or forever?
Forever.
Sad day for you, Grand Tour fans, but hopefully they ended a bang. My last recommendation then quickly would be anybody out there, go watch Iron Claw. Only if you're up for having your heart ripped out and you no more tears left. It's fucking phenomenal. Zac Efron is one of the greatest actors of his generation. He is fucking outstanding. That's my little thing.
It's outstanding.
You got anything to sign off with, sir?
I'm just looking through. No. I think that's everything.
Lovely, actually, it works perfect. We can ramble for another half an hour when the Newcastle game fucking kicks off. Lovely. So visuals, there we go. Thank you, Chris. Go check out Madam Web Visuals. And if you have seen it, let us know what you think in the comments below. I can see most of it being negative, but there are some positives. And for me, visuals keep on keeping on.
Yeah, just make your own minds up on it, really. It's not the best film, but it's not obviously the worst either. So just check it out. Give yourself a break. Get yourself to the flicks for a couple of hours. Put your feet up with your popcorn.
Get a breakfast from Woody's.
And get your breakfast from Woody's. And just chill. On that note, love you, bye.
And just chill.